Have you ever looked at your spare change and wondered if any of it could be worth more than just 25 cents? Believe it or not, some of those everyday coins might be hiding history and a bit of hidden value. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a coin you've probably handled dozens of times without thinking twice, the 1980 Washington quarter. But there's more to this quarter than meets the eye. Welcome back to Coins Heritage, the place where coin lovers, collectors, and curious minds come together to discover the history, design, value, and selling secrets behind U.S. coins. If you're passionate about numismatics or just want to know if the change in your pocket is worth anything, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss a single episode. Let's talk about the 1980 Washington quarter, a coin that marked a small but important shift in U.S. minting. The Washington quarter had already been around for nearly 50 years by 1980. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of President George Washington, this coin quickly became a staple of American currency. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington. The inscription "Liberty" appears above his head. "In God We Trust" sits to the left, and the date, 1980, is stamped below the neck. Now here's where things get interesting. Below the date, you'll see the letter P. That's the mint mark for the Philadelphia Mint. While that might seem routine now, it was actually a new feature in 1980. This was the first year that the Philadelphia Mint added a P mint mark to the quarter. Prior to 1980, Philadelphia minted quarters had no mint mark at all. So in a subtle way, the 1980 P coin is a landmark in U.S. coinage history. Turn the coin over, and you'll see the familiar reverse design that remained in use until the state quarters program began in 1999. It features a bold eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows, resting on a pair of olive branches. Above the eagle, the words United States of America and the motto E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. Beneath the eagle is the denomination, quarter dollar. It's a strong, classic design that symbolizes American strength and peace. The 1980 P quarter is made of copper nickel clad, not silver. That means it has a pure copper core with outer layers made of a nickel-copper alloy. The total composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. If you look at the side of the coin, you'll notice the copper color sandwiched between the silver-colored layers that in terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint struck a massive 632,000 quarters in 1980. That's over 635 million coins. Because of that, the 1980 P quarter is not rare, at least not in circulated condition. Most of the 1980 P quarters that you find in circulation today are worth face value, just 25 cents. But that doesn't mean they're all worthless to collectors. When it comes to value, it all depends on condition and grade. In circulated condition, a 1980 P quarter typically sells for between $0.25 and $1, depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated condition, things get more interesting. A coin graded MS-63 might sell for around $5 to $7, while one in MS-65 can reach $10 to $15. The real money comes when you find a high-grade MS-66 or MS-67 coin with clean surfaces, a strong strike, and full mint luster. At those grades, the coin can fetch $100 or more at auction. So how do you tell if your 1980 P quarter is worth more than pocket change? First, check for wear. Does it still have sharp details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers? Next, look at the color and shine. A bright, original luster is a good sign of uncirculated quality. Finally, check for any mint errors, because some of those can be real game changers. There are a few notable error types you can look for on the 1980 P quarter. These include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and doubled dies. Although rare, these types of errors can dramatically increase value. An off-center strike with missing detail can sell for $20 to $50 or more, depending on severity. A well-centered doubled die with noticeable doubling on the lettering or numbers might fetch $75 to $150. Always check your coin carefully. And if you're not sure, consider getting a second opinion from a reputable coin dealer or grader. Speaking of grading, if you believe you have a high grade or error coin, it may be worth submitting it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin not only commands higher prices, it also gives buyers confidence in authenticity and grade. Now, let's say you're ready to sell your 1980 P quarter. Where do you go? First, figure out what you have. If it's a circulated coin with visible wear, you can include it in a bulk lot of quarters and sell it on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or to local coin shops. You probably won't get rich, but it's a good way to move common coins that if you have a nicer example in uncirculated condition, especially if it's graded or part of an original mint set, you might want to list it individually with high-quality photos. Be sure to show both sides of the coin, include details about its condition, and use keywords like 1980, P quarter MS65, or mint error to help your listing get noticed. Coin shows and collector groups are also good options. Sometimes, face-to-face interactions can help you get a better price, especially if your coin is in great shape or has a unique variety. So is the 1980 P Washington quarter a hidden gem. For most people, it's still just a quarter, but for collectors, it marks a small but important turning point in U.S. minting history. It's the first year with the P mint mark. It's part of the classic eagle-back design era, and it's one of the few coins that still circulates widely today. That makes it more than just a coin. It's a piece of our shared past. Whether you're collecting out of nostalgia, curiosity, or the thrill of the hunt, the 1980 P quarter is a fun and accessible place to start. Thanks for joining us today on Coins Heritage. If you found this video helpful or interesting, drop a comment below. Maybe tell us the oldest quarter you've ever found in your change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more incredible coins and hidden treasures coming your way. Until next time, happy collecting.